What up, y'all? It's your boy, the one and only A Switch, aka the Pancake Pariah, aka the 140 time social distancing champion, aka Mr. Fall Guy, but I literally fall guy. I don't know. Bringing you yet another episode of Switch Sites, episode 69. Eh, 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 eh. Let me stop. Episode 69. Um, Today's date is August 20th, 2020. World is still horrible, a wreck in the midst of a pandemic. We still haven't got any prices or release date for the PS5. Technically, we got one for the Xbox One or Xbox Series X, but still no damn price. It's freaking August. It's crazy. The longest we've gone without price specific. It's just crazy. Today is or this week has been admittedly a pretty short week, so in turn this might be a fairly short episode. But hey, not gonna extend something that, or let me rephrase that, not gonna extend something just to extend it, because what would that what would that artificialness be? I don't know. I'm not one to take up your time if I don't have much to take it up with, So, yeah. So, man, that Rona getting to me. Rona getting to me quick. Without further ado, let's stop the dilly dallying and get right into it. First topic of discussion is, I could type, Xbox One. Well, I mean, really, it almost should be like the Xbox special for this episode with all the Xbox related news we got. But the first interesting tidbit, Xbox One S version 2 potentially. This has been listed on Target's internal system, apparently, as well as GameStop. So yeah, specifically the version 2. Any other listing without that would be fine, but the fact that it's the version 2 is raising a lot of eyebrows in terms of what this could mean for the next Xbox, or what the situation would be for the Xbox One S. Is people are speculating that maybe it is the this could be the Xbox Series X. Maybe they're possibly placeholding the name potentially. I think they've done that in some scenarios for specific merchandise and such. Or like they were saying before, that this could be the Xbox One S that's just been, refreshed for the next generation to maybe be a little bit more compliant, or at least tolerable of whatever is thrown at the higher tiered series line for Xbox. That more than likely this is maybe just to increase the threshold, just to satisfy whatever requirements for this next generation just from maybe a basic media interface standpoint. And, probably games will still be the same in terms of, I'd assume, graphical fidelity and power and stuff. But I think just this would make sense more so from considering the trailer they did also release, I think yesterday, regarding the new Xbox UI, that maybe this will help kind of make it a bit more snappier than the base Xbox One or version 1, if this is any indication. But another part of me kind of suspects that this might be maybe, like I was saying earlier, that this might actually be the Xbox One, the Xbox Series S, where maybe they're doing a placeholder name, and then when it's fully announced or revealed, then it will be, officially called the Series S, and just this name was a placeholder. But who knows? It could really be either way. Part of me thinks, considering they eliminated or discontinued support for the Xbox One X, it only makes sense that they would discontinue support for the Xbox One S. Since, I don't know, I feel like it would just be weird having a One S, Series S, and Series X. Especially, I hope, trying to avoid the confusion with the name and convention. Like, I've talked about this on previous episodes that, like, good old Billy wanted a Xbox Series S, but got an Xbox One X S. And the whole Christmas is ruined because of Microsoft failing to properly market these respective consoles. I guess some of that would be on the retailer in terms of informing them that, are you sure you want the 1S or the Series S? One is less powerful, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, it really could go either way. I could really see both sides. And $299 is the price of this thing, which I think is the same MSRP as the current models of the Xbox One S. So very hard to see, but definitely interesting into what the future is. And consider we got the leak of the controller. I know some people, include myself, was speculating that probably it's just the Xbox One S, but with the new controller, the new, I guess technically, Xbox Series SX controller, which would, be fine, I think. Would be a little bit more worthwhile if it was maybe something more reasonable or more of an upgrade from the other generations, but who knows? So yeah, keeping in line with Xbox news, we have some actual more details regarding Lockhart, aka Xbox Series S, in terms of the specs that were leaked. I feel like nowadays leaked is just like not really that notable of a word now. I think it's been kind of cheapened, lessened, given that I feel like it's to some extent that maybe just the marketing, Microsoft marketing is like doing some of this to provide free promotion, because I feel like it's a very viable thing now. But who knows? But a couple of details, that it'll be 7.5 gigabytes of usable RAM. I think the X is going to be 16. The same CPU speed as Series X. 4 terabytes of GPU performance. And I believe the resolution will be 1440p to 1080p. So pretty interesting. I think the CPU is a little bit weaker though, but it runs at the same clock speed. Um, and in comparison to Xbox One X in terms of teraflops, the Series S or Lockhart will have 4 teraflops, while the Series X will have 12 teraflops. So definitely a big significant difference. I know the GPU is a little bit weaker as well. So yeah, pretty reasonable in terms of specs to have a lower tiered console. Um, yeah, I don't really see any, I guess, reason for this being fake. Um, Considering the leak we got with the controller basically revealing the Xbox One S or Xbox Series S. So yeah, this definitely seems pretty feasible to have a lower tiered um SKU of the console for to make it more accessible for other people. So this definitely seems pretty lower tiered software compared to the One X Series X. Keep gonna keep messing that up. But yeah, I think for a lot of people that just really just want to jump into Game Pass as with as minimal entry as possible, I think it's definitely gonna be um help appease that market compared to PlayStation, which we don't know how that's being treated, and a lot of those details, specifically the UI and stuff like that. I want to say they technically leaked the UI for the PS5, like fully outside of the one trailer or like little slide, little like 5 second video they showed us earlier. Like I don't know how many years ago that was, but either way, um, pretty respectable, I'd say. Definitely will be a serious competitive advantage if they manage to do that and had Microsoft. PS5 will have, I guess, not much to do with it, if that makes sense. So yeah, moving on and keeping again still with Xbox news. Mine's will be the Switch's Xbox sites. Really, um, it's actually pretty big to me personally. Xbox users will soon be able to sign in to multiple devices simultaneously. So pretty certain this probably was planned to come out to accommodate the um multiple consoles, as well as Project X Cloud, which I'm pretty sure uses some extension of that, because I think otherwise if you were to sign in it would automatically kick you out of your Xbox. I think as long as you have instant on, or obviously if somebody takes the territory. So pretty useful, I'd say. Super useful. Um yeah, somebody who has multiple Xbox Ones, is pretty great whenever I want to like copy games on the go and stuff like that. Um just one less step I have to go through and headache, really. So but yeah, pretty pretty great and appreciate it. Quality of life. Moving on. Earlier this week, I think Wednesday, technically, which was yesterday, so maybe Tuesday. They officially revealed the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War trailer. So I guess that's the name they went with. Part of me thought they were just gonna drop the whole Black Ops name or whatever, but I mean, it's one of the most popular Call of Duty games, so it's good they didn't go against my recommendations. I think a couple 4 or 5 episodes ago, in regards to dropping the Black Ops name altogether, which didn't work for a lot of the COD IPs that were trying to branch out, like Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare. Maybe those are the only ones I can think of, but pretty sure there were more and maybe not as horrible or painful to do, I'll say. And in line with that, with the announcement they which they did said is going to be August 26th. So finally we'll figure out what this was all about all along. But pretty good artwork with Black Ops as well. They has a weird like Russia and United States theme going on with like various like looks to be poster markers. Stamps. Duh. Boy, yeah, I'm a little drowsy. I apologize in that respect. It's a good thing it's a shorter episode either way. So, but yeah, looking forward to it. Very curious how this is gonna come out. I know there's a lot of speculation that this is gonna roll into the current season or maybe next season. I don't know, but good to know either way. What else? I can maintain my notes. If I can maintain my notes. So Ghost of Tsushima. Some pretty big unexpected news this week. Is that Ghost of Tsushima is implementing a co-op mode, which they refer to as Legends. So that's pretty interesting. I think, yeah, they mentioned co-op. I thought at first it looked like just by the trailer it looked like potentially might be a PvP type deal, but I don't think that's the case. Either way, I'm very cool with this. You able to team up with your buddies because I know sometimes that AI can be like a bitch in a lot of cases. So it's good to see. To see. Now I lost my train of thought. Yeah, no, I think that's it. I guess I'm used to way more stories and fairy stories, but nonetheless, let's get into what I've been playing. Pretty much only one game, and yes, Modern Warfare. Cannot get enough of that game now, man. Since this new season dropped, been doing a lot of grind and hella grinding these past few days and last week. It's been surreal. Really surreal. Real surreal. Yeah. Like, is there anything I'm missing? But oh yeah, Modern Warfare Season 5. I did fully rank up and fully reached max level and got what did I get? Something with tips regarding this particular game, but it doesn't come to my head. Um yeah, I'm drawing like a blank. Really am. I really am. Um yeah, that's really it for Modern Warfare. I mean, same old, same old. Just yeah, just been grinding. I guess one weird game I was playing with friends, Spikeout Battle Street for the original Xbox. But man, that game is hella fun, ridiculously fun. The combat is surprisingly deep. I thought it was just basic and I was tolerating it, but I realized that it's way more nuanced and helpful than otherwise teaching me, and I'm not picking it up or whatever. So yeah, Spike Out Battle Street for the original Xbox. has System Link, Xbox Live when it was live, and local co-op up to 4 players as well. But mess is hard, man. The arcade mode, which we wanted to play that mode because it gives you the character unlocks, and then once I get the character unlocks, I can give it to them to use from there. So, yeah, pretty much. I think that's been it. Would love to get back to Ghost of Tsushima, but Modern Warfare has been just engulfing me, just recklessly. So we'll get off a little off-topic stuff in that case. One is what's the show? LA. I forgot it, but I think I got um the headshot. I don't what? Boy, yeah. It's a good thing this episode is short. I'm straight drowsy right now, and I think I'm not conscious of it, but I'm letting my mind just spew some random stuff. So I mean, hey, if that's your thrill, there you go. Slam dunk. So I'm on episode 6 now, I think. So basically, Sagaraki-kun, basically is still, he's technically on the basketball team, but he's going through hard knocks, or they're trying to teach him the basics. Now he's kind of had some of his trials and tribulations about wanting to be a want to actually be a basketball player if he's doing it for the right reasons or whatever. But you know, he had the I feel like it's a term for this because it's happened so many times when like your person or loved one leaves you, and you know, it's a very big moment because you guys were inseparable, and then all of a sudden he's now leaving in somewhat of the feeling of a breakup. So, kind of went through that hump. So now, they're having a scrimmage, I think, with Rukawa and Akagi, the big black looking guy, even though people say he's not black, but I'm like, what? No. Either way. Yeah. So thoroughly enjoying it. It definitely feels like straight up like Dragon Ball, but with basketballs. It's kind of the vibe I got so far. At least watching some of their videos and stuff like that. So yeah. But I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I've been periodically at least watching an episode a day. Um, yeah. So, wow, this has been a pretty crazily yearly short episode of Switches Sites. I feel like I should do some because the 69th is special, but all that would include stuff that's just illegal and would get me banned anyway. From Twitch and maybe just life over. I don't know. I don't. Yeah. I guess some housekeeping. In terms of my personal channel at youtube.com/aswitch. I should have this one just this video I just kind of wanted to make on a whim in terms of highlights. I guess from Twitch. Technically, since I stream there, but yeah, just keep on the lookout. I'll just say that I don't like getting people's hopes up and not promising, so that's somewhat of a better, better promise. What else? Yeah, I think that's really it, guys. So, if you did enjoy this podcast and maybe me just miscellaneously rambling and not catching it in time, you could feel free to like, rate, subscribe, and all that good stuff on your particular podcasting platforms. What else? Well, yeah, when you want to see me, if you want to see me record live as well as interact live, feel free to reach out to my Twitch at a switch on Twitch. So I feel like I made that way more long winded than me be, whatever. Um, yeah, that it. No. Yeah, I think I talked about YouTube earlier, but I'll plug it again. You can catch the archives of this podcast and other videos in terms of games and stuff on youtube.com/aswitch as well. Um, yeah, if you have any questions you'd like to submit to the show, you can submit them at aswitchtv@gmail.com. Um, yeah. So again, pretty light week news wise, or at least anything that was substantial. Um, yeah, trying to think if there's something I missed. I always have that feeling, but I don't. I don't think there is. So, um, yeah. I mean, at least worldwide. Let's hope we finally get a price for these consoles at some point. That we at least get well, people just start listening to the rules and not have an infected country, state, where at least I'm at. Um yeah, man. Just be safe. Um so yeah, be safe. Don't touch people that don't want to be touched. Don't cough. Get your game on. Oh yeah.